Hi everyone, Jean-Pierre from teamtennis.fr. It's long since I haven't published a video on this channel. Most of the time I try to publish on my French channel. By the way, I'm going to give you the link on my French channel. If you understand French, I put the link in the description under the video. Well, in this video I wanted to speak in English. I need to practice my English. And at the same time, I'm going to talk to you about this racket. This is the Griffin 360 Plus Extreme Tour. First, I let you watch a part of a training session I did with the racket, and then I talk to you about it. See you right now. Okay guys, we are back to talk about this racket Tennis Warehouse Europe sent me for a demo. By the way, for your tennis equipment, I advise you to go at Tennis Warehouse Europe. I have a partnership with this website, and it's very nice from you if you use my affiliate link to buy there, so you will help me continue the videos I'm doing on YouTube. You can find my affiliate link under the video. Okay, let's go. First, we are going to give a look at the specifications of the racket. Concerning the strings, I have a head length tour. I think the tension was around 21-22 kilograms. Weight of the racket, 305 grams unstrung, balance 31.5 centimeters. Swing weight, 318, rather low swing weight. Very good maneuverability on this racket, but I'm going to talk to you about this later in the video. Head size, 632 squared centimeters, a bit small, average. It's going to decrease a bit the power of the racket. String pattern 16 by 19, versatile. Beam width 22 millimeters at the top of the racket, 23 at the height of the contact zone, and 21 millimeters at the bottom of the frame. And I finish with the stiffness of the racket, which is average, also 65, a bit low but not extreme, so it's average for the stiffness. So the head extreme rackets are power oriented, top spin oriented. It's the same with this racket. It's important to notice when I test this racket, it's the first time that there is a head extreme with a head size smaller than 645 squared centimeters. So the fact that the head size is a bit smaller is going to reduce the power, reduce the forgiveness of the racket. But the idea is the same as the other head extreme rackets. We are still with a racket which is power oriented and top spin oriented, a bit less than the other head extreme rackets. Okay, a few words concerning the technologies you can find on this racket. First, graphene 360+. The aim of this technology is to increase the resistance of the frame, its flexibility, its lightness, its stability, and at the same time keeping a reasonable weight. Spin shaft, the handle was designed to increase the stability of the racket, and 360 spin grommets. So the grommets, especially at the top of the frame, have a special shape. They are larger than usual. The aim is to increase the access to top spin. At the same time, it's going to increase a bit the power of the racket. So talking about the power of the racket, now I'm going to give you my feelings concerning that point. First of all, I show you on the screen a comparison in terms of power with some other rackets maybe you already know. Concerning my feelings, I would say that despite the head size of this racket, which is a bit small, 632, it's not very small, but it's always a bit harder than, for instance, 645. So I would say that despite this head size, the racket has a very good amount of power, a very good mix between power and control. I would say that in this category of racket a bit control-oriented, this one is one of the most powerful. On my forehand side, I had really nice feelings. I had the power I needed, very good mix between power and control. The same on my backhand, which is my best shot. Sometimes I lacked a bit of control with this racket, especially on powerful backhand with less topspin, but overall it was fine. And even on the serve, which is a weak shot in my game, I had a very good amount of power. I didn't struggle too much to find some power with this racket. So I would say very good mix between power and control. And in this category of racket, a bit control-oriented, one of the most powerful. Now concerning spins, on my slice backhand I had some very good feelings, but most of the time with any racket I have some good feelings on my slice backhand, but it was the same with this racket. Concerning topspin, it was fine also on my forehand, on my backhand, and even on the serve. It's not always easy on the serve to generate some topspin, and it was not huge, but it was really correct. So I would say with this racket, as for the power, it's one of the rackets of this category with such a head size that gives the best access to topspin. Now, concerning the maneuverability and the stability of the head extreme tour, I was really surprised by the maneuverability of this racket. I didn't feel at all I was playing with a racket that weighs 305 grams unstrung. Most of the time when I play with a racket with such a weight, I feel a bit the weight of the racket. I didn't have that feeling at all with this racket. I felt maybe I was playing more with a racket that weighs 305 grams unstrung, but anyway, very good maneuverability with this racket. I felt it was really headlight, sometimes a bit too much headlight. Maybe I would have preferred sometimes to have some more weight at the top of the racket, to have some more stability, but overall it was fine. I could play personally with this racket, but if I had to play with this racket, I think at least I would try to add some lead tape here at the height of the contact zone, here and here, to increase a bit the stability of the racket. And but even if I keep the racket like this, I think I could play with it. Besides that, I felt that the racket was very comfortable, nice feeling when I hit the ball, and I also liked the forgiveness of the racket. Sometimes when I play with tennis racket with such a head size, a bit small, I feel I need to really center the ball well if I don't want to receive a shock in the arm, if I don't want to lose power and so on. And I didn't have that feeling with this racket. In fact, I didn't really notice if I off-centered some balls, so really nice comfort and nice forgiveness with this racket, once again considering the head size, which is a bit small. Okay, so to summarize, for the Head Extreme 2, I would say it's a racket which is a bit control-oriented, but in this category of racket a bit control-oriented, it's one of the rackets which is the most powerful and with the best access to topspin. So access to topspin very fine considering the head size of the racket which is very maneuverable. I was surprised by this point, and the comfort is very nice also. Okay guys, to conclude, I would advise this racket to intermediate or advanced players, not to beginners, because it's not very difficult to play with this racket, but if you just start playing tennis, it's going to be a bit difficult, so it's better if you're an advanced or intermediate tennis player. Player looking for some control, a racket which is a bit control-oriented, but at the same time not very control-oriented, a racket at the same time with a good amount of power. Player with a modern game, you hit the ball, and at the same time you put some topspin, very nice access to topspin, but be careful, don't expect at the same time an extreme access to topspin, even if the name is extreme. This one has a good access to topspin, but it's going to be better with a 645 head size. And players looking for a racket with a 632 square centimeters head size, that gives a good power, good access to topspin, flexible racket, comfortable, and at the same time with a very good maneuverability. Guys, I stop here for this video. I hope it will help you if you're looking for a new tennis racket. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comment. And I hope I see you very soon in an English video. Take care, all the best, bye bye.